Today, I am going to be running a Blood Raider 8 out of 10 Blood Raider prison camp. This is the fit I will be using. Double large capacitor control circuits, 4 Mega Pulse Lasers, Bastion Module, Tractor Beam, 2 EMP Smart Bombs, Republican Large Cap Rally, Double Cap Recharger, Micro Jump Drive, some tank mods, and everything. Yeah. Once again, I was not the person who pulled this site, so I can't show you the explanation, but I got the bookmark, so. Now, this is an 8 out of 10. It's called the Blood Raider Prison Complex, the 8 out of 10. Now, as you might notice, the Paladin is dual rep fit. That means you want to stagger your reps, and I got a bad stagger. Essentially, the goal is when one rep is halfway through the cycle, the other rep is starting. Take some time, but that's how you do it. Now, as a consequence of this, you don't want to heat your reps because that will screw up your cycle. Instead, what you do is, if you have drugs, just pop your drugs. This is especially important if you do wormholes, because a lot of wormholers, if you're riding in Marauders, you usually stagger your reps. But yeah. There are 4 pockets, all of them are very easy. And yeah. First pocket, Bastion on the beacon. Mine out here. You want to leave this pocket for last because with these rats, you can still shoot them even after your jump. So basically, you have 84 range, you want to basically kill everything that you can't shoot after your jump to save time, so you only have to do 2 Bastion cycles instead of however many you normally would have to do. So you want to kill this pocket, those rats first, and then you can work on time after this Bastion cycle finishes. Now we're here. Bastion 1's aligned to the beacon. You are wasting some time, but now, basically, the instant the Bastion drops, just jump onto the beacon, you can take the gates. Very simple. Now the second and third pocket is the same idea. You want to basically Bastion on the beacon. I usually, again, and I start from the bottom here because I will be aligning up here as well, so save some time. You can shoot the top ones when you're at the top of the point. Okay, that's a bit concerning. Well, normally you would Bastion here, but there's so many nudes that I'm not going to. Now, even without Bastion, as you can see, I'm still killing a bunch of these things. It's a bit slower because you don't have the 100% bonus to your rate of fire, but it's still workable. Now, because there's so many news, I'm just keeping an eye out for the combat probes. This is an escalation, so that's the only way they can find me is by combat probing me down. Yep, and there's a combat probes. Okay. And I'll finish the site later. Okay, they're range chase. I should be fine here. Once again. Now, unfortunately, because I am using the Marauder, now that I have essentially worked out the site, I will have to waste 2 minutes. Each room will take you 2 minutes. So if you ever have to reset, That's basically 2 minutes lost per room. Of course, having to warp off is much better than having to than losing your ship. So yeah. Okay. After that slight detour. Let's take the next gate. Up this gate. Let's do this room. We are a bit far from everything, so we'll just start picking off everything. We only want to do one cycle. And they are somewhat far, so you might have some issues tracking, but it's not that big of an issue. Well, not tracking issues. Tracking, you're fine. It's just, you're basically shooting to fall off, and, post laser, well, lasers, as a rule of thumb, you don't want to shoot. You don't really want to shoot farther than your range. It's not like auto games where fall off is a suggestion. Now just lay holy fire upon these people. Now, conflagration. You might have seen I was using Scorch the entire time. Conflag doesn't have good range. Range of 40. It's most rats are further than 40 away, so for the most part you're going to be using Scorch. Yes, it'll take a bit longer, but it's not like you're using that much. Now, the bird pocket is pretty interesting. Oh. Because the bird pocket actually contains a commander rat, which has a chance to drop very good stuff. Now, as you might see, I'm lying down the gate so that the instant the rat dies, I can just take the gate. There should be one more cycle. Same deal as before, Bastion on the beacon. This time shoot the rats behind you because they're going to be the first. They're going to be the ones that are an issue. I'm not that one trip. Now, as you can see, there is one Darkwood rat over here, Darkwood Pope, which is actually one of the higher value ones. Don't shoot that yet. Instead, focus on the closer rats, like this bottom pocket here, or I guess this one. Towers aren't really going because they guarantee damage. Well, let's shoot something really. Shoot this. Now, of course, you could always split guns and try to focus them down individually. It might save you some time. I just find it too much work. Bash it once. As you can see, it's basically my fall off range and I'm not hitting that good. Micro jump drive. Now, this is important. Lock up your Dark Blood. You want to shoot that first. Okay, that's conflag range. Shoot the Dark Blood first. Not because it does damage or anything, it's because sometimes, as you can see, it's this thing wants to orbit you at 50. Your tractor beam range is 48, so basically you don't want it to orbit you. You want it to be right on top of you at 0 so you can shoot it. Well, so you can tractor it, wreck it. And then other than that, we're just going to go here. Now this is important. The Dark Blood Wrecking killed. Normally you can either have an alt burn skill or you do this thing and use a tracker beam. Now make sure you don't shoot this because one shot will kill that wreck. And you might lose God knows how much. $77 mil, not bad. Now the final room is a bit tricky. There's a lot of rats. It might scare you at first, but at least the way this fit works, it's very tankable and you won't be in trouble at all. You can essentially fix the final boss room. There are some rats that have tackle. They will point you and they will web you, but that's what smart bombs are for. So, I would recommend always have your MVD off of cooldown, especially if you're not doing it in a Paladin. Even if you're doing it in a Paladin. I mean, there's some time you can take on it first, but I still recommend MVD once you land. Now, there are two ways you can do this. If you're in a cruise missile ship, you either stock up the central bastion, and then you just fire cruise missiles at it until it dies. Or you can do what I do. All the Elder Rats, all the Elder Frigates, you can ignore. Because they will essentially kill themselves on you. So for now, just focus on trimming down some DPS. Now towards the central bastion. These rats really aren't worth killing for the bounty. As you can see, the bounties are relatively low. So I would just do one cycle of your bastion. If you want to actually full clear, then you would have to basically sit here for longer, shooting everything until everything dies. But that's not what I'm doing. Okay, now MVD towards that central bastion. Probably lock it up as well. Green notes to conflag, bastion on, and then just go AFK. As you can see, the frigates are approaching me. The tower has a good amount of shield rep. It also doesn't rip its armor, and its structure is pretty low in comparison. As you can see, it's already at 90%. So this should be a relatively quick bash. As you can see, there are frigates approaching me. So waiting. Sometimes they have a chance to jam and to point and web. And they do take a while to lock, so. They also burn at you pretty fast. That's another reason why I don't like losing IMGs. I mean, that's why I don't like locking them to shoot them. I guess none of them want to web me or tackle me. Huh, that's weird. Usually they're a lot more aggressive when it comes to tackling. But anyway, as you can see, the Elder Rats, these are the rats that have a chance to tackle you. All you have to do is wait for them to get in range. They will never scram you, so so you don't have to worry about that. You can always MVD. But wait for them to get in range, and then you can smart bomb them off of you. Like so. I can see Smartbombs do a decent amount of damage. Oh, there we go. There's a point, and they're basically already dead. Now, this fit is not cap stable for all modules running, so you have to Smartbomb a couple times, get rid of all the tackle and webs, and then you should probably turn your Smartbomb off. And the whole tackle is done. You need that. Now, last part, you want to line out. This should be done in this fashion cycle. Okay. Line out, knock this up. Where's this? Calculate this in. You have the Paladin has a good amount of buffer. 11k buffer, so you should be able to survive for a pretty decent amount of time. 183 mil. Drop. And then when you're done, just oh, that's a 2 numbers. Okay, I'll work to this then. I mean, honestly, I think this fit can honestly just tank it. But yeah, just warp out when you're done. These rats, for the most part, aren't worth killing. The bounties aren't that good, and you basically spend more time just shooting them than actually. And yeah, that's the site.